My name is Sarah.
And my name's Sunita.
We've come together as soul sisters to fulfill our purpose, which is to make a positive change in this world.
And we thought we'd create this space for people to be able to be more empathetic, to be more compassionate, and just to show wanderers and dreamers that there is a space for them to be themselves. And we're really driven to, make a positive change, like my soul sister said, in this world. And, help people really realise that inner peace that they hold within themselves. So, yeah.
So we decided to create this channel to show our interest, our passion, about this topic of well-being, because we feel like we don't see it as much, on social media or even on YouTube. So we decided we just want to maybe show our ideas, and maybe if someone resonates, that would be amazing. If if one person connects, that's something that we feel will touch us so much. And so we're here just to, show what we're growing through, and hope whoever wants to join in this journey will want to grow with us. And we're excited. We've got this yin yang symbol behind us, which shows the whole image of our centered journey that we're gonna go through. Okay, I'm going to ask a few questions so you can get to know us more. What does the name of your channel mean, Sunita?
So the name of our channel is Sailing Sisters, and honestly, I feel like we're on this journey of how to explain it. I've always been obsessed, and I can vouch for Sarah as well, and with the analogy of water. And I feel like we're on this journey of just sailing through life, and I feel like the beauty of water is that it's delicate, but yet it can hold so much. It can literally hold a ship up. And when you look down deep into the ocean, you've got ripple waves at the top, but the further you go down, there's a state of peace. And for us, it's been on that constant sailing journey.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I think we're soul sisters. We're on this journey.
So we decided to combine the two together. Sisters, we're in this journey together, and then sailing because we're going for a ride through this journey, and it's going to be special. So that's the reason why we named ourselves Sailing Sisters. Second question is, what are three things we should know about you? See? Shall I start?
Yeah.
Okay. Three things that you should know about me is, the first thing is,
do you think we should say it about each other?
Each other.
Okay. 3 things that you should know about Sarah. Sarah's as free spirited as it comes. And I mean, this girl is not boxed up. My man thinks I'm free. Just Sarah is another level free. And it's beautiful because she truly takes life as it comes, and she really doesn't limit her perception. She's always remained empathetic and kind, and honestly, she's as free as it comes. Let me tell you, this girl was stranded in another country for 3 months.
Oh yeah, during the pandemic, I was stranded in Pakistan for 3 months.
3 months, and this girl was like, "It's fine. I'm chilled." I was like, "That's fine." So literally, the word wanderlust, wanderer, free spirit, Sarah. So
Anthony as
well. That she's a big bookworm.
Yeah.
A very big bookworm. She loves reading. She always loves to expand her mind. Like she said, she's always a learner. She's a student in life, and she's always, expanding her perception and her understanding through reading. And then another thing, she's just so positive. I don't think I've met a person as positive as Sarah. And that's why she's my soul sister.
Oh, yeah. Just 3 things that describe Sunita are, number 1, boss. She's a boss ass. In terms of just reinventing herself, through different trying times. Sunita really has given the time and effort to do that, and the way she just does it by stride and strength, it's so inspiring to me. and I see how she really does it for herself first and foremost, nobody else. And it really shows qualities of what it really means to be a boss husband in her. Do you know what I'm saying? And I think seeing that really just inspired me, like, because we were younger then, like around 1920, and I saw the difference from college to when Sneha went to university. But it was like certain aspects that she decided that I want to work on for myself, and it was not because it was like any other reason. It was like, no, I want to gain my inner strength, I want to gain my, you know, my physical strength, and then my mindset, like all three. I felt like just seeing that was what it means to, you know, really like love yourself truly. And yeah, honestly, see it. And then second thing is compassionate. Like, definitely, I feel like Sneha is so open-hearted to listen, to understand from other people's point of views, and to really like open-heartedly like be there. I understand where you're coming from, and I think with such compassion, it just gives you the actual room to be vulnerable and to be yourself wholeheartedly. Sneha gives that energy, and I think that's what's so special as well. So that's number 2. Yeah. And then number three is I'm gonna say motherhood. Yes. So the third thing is motherhood. Sneha is a beautiful mom to a beautiful daughter, and to see Sneha transition into a mom is so special, because motherhood has given Sneha such like reflective, you know, emotions. And I feel like if motherhood wasn't introduced with Sneha, like so much of maybe how Sneha is growing more is reflected through embracing motherhood. And Sneha's a beautiful mom. Like, I can't explain it. I get so inspired every time I see Sneha being a mom, honestly. But Sneha's gonna go into more depth of how motherhood like transforms Sneha on a whole nother level. But why I say so, the third one is definitely motherhood. So these three things are the why I describe you, Sneha. My soul sister, I love you.
My girl knows me. Yeah. More than I know myself.
Yeah, for sure.
Aww.
And then we've got our last question for getting to know us, which is, if you could have 3 people, you know, to invite if you had 3 people to invite for dinner, who would it be? Sneha, you go first.
Janaiko. And I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't know about her at all if it was through Sarah. Like, honestly,
Janae Aiko gang.
Like, we were literally sat down in a room once, and I think we were just like either writing, Sarah was doing some art, and then she played one of her songs in the background called Blue Dreams, and I said to Sarah, what's this song? And you were like, it's this artist called Janae Aiko. And then I looked into her and I listened to more of her music, and honestly, I don't think I'd be who I am without her music. Like, her music just like resonates on a different level. She literally writes her music in a way where it's like a life journey, and everything that I've been through, I really feel like I can resonate with her. And she's just a healer, and there's not a lot of musicians out there that are like her, and everything she does is genuinely for healing the people around her and healing people that listen to her. And I think she's got another level of depth that I've never ever like felt from another music artist, like personally for me. And and I know Avi feels it too. When that girl's having her food, she's like, yo,
I agree.
But yeah, it's definitely Janae, and like, I can only be thankful. I just don't think I could thank her enough.
Yeah.
Like, so Janae, and I'd just love to sit and like, you know, like just learn more from her. Second is Sadie Guru. Oh my god, if I ever meet him, I will cry.
Yeah.
I will cry, because he is just so compassionate, like multi-dimensional. Like, he is as fluid as it gets. Like, he's really achieved another level of understanding that really lets people envision a world that is so multi-dimensional. And then think for me, like, you know, in particular, motherhood was something that I feel like he really helped me through, because it was such a big chapter, a transitioning that I was going through, and it came with a lot of emotions, a lot of coming to terms with things, and, you know, he really, like, inspired me to be the best mum I could be for my daughter, but for myself. And, you know, there was one line that he said that was, you know, your child gets their viewpoint of the world from you. So when you're joyous, you're compassionate, you're loving, that's what they're learning through their, like, for themselves. And, you know, it just made me a better mother. Through that, it made me a better wife, like a better sister, a better friend, better overall person. And just, yeah, and he just, like, reminded me of, like, the beauty of, like, motherhood and femininity, and not giving into a very heavily masculinated world, you know. Yeah, I'm a boss bitch, but I am a kind, compassionate, nurturing woman who loves to nurture the ones around me. And I don't want to be too hard, I don't want to be too rigid, because I don't want to lose the essence of femininity. And that.
So the 3 people that I want to invite onto my dinner table would be, number 1, Rumi. He's just someone who's, like, so special. He's a scholar, he's like a saint. The way he you know, has so much wisdom about the world, and his advice, I feel like it would be such a blessing just to sit there and, you know, hear his thoughts about so many different topics. So Rumi would be so special. You know, his number 1 quote that really resonates with me is, the entire universe is within you. And I feel like, you know, every day that's something that is just a reminder and affirmation to ourselves that we have. And is Rumi just hit it like all together. You know, when we're going through trying times, you know, when we're doubting ourselves, we have all the capabilities within ourselves to make it through, to trust in yourself. So that's number 1. And then the second person is Mustafa the poet. He's a gang. He's a contemporary artist who I've been listening to. His album is beautiful. He speaks so much about grief, loss, but also about community in different ways. And I feel like it'd be beautiful just to, you know, speak and converse, you know, in these trying times that we're going through, and it'd be so relatable. So second person would be Mustafa the poet. Third person would be Frida Kahlo. She's an artist. She's a Mexican artist, actually, and she's someone who went through, like, trying times, you know. And I feel like it'd be beautiful just to hear her journey or what she went through. I saw Frida Kahlo would be my third person, so it'd be a nice variation mix. So yeah,
that is a good mix.
Yeah.
So how we became soul sisters. So going back to being 14 and 15, I remember going to a youth group that was quite close to where I was living, and it really brought people together that were quite driven by certain subjects, certain passions that they had. And I remember going there and I see Sarah, and, you know, I just sat opposite her, I was doing my thing, and, you know, she was a loud character. She was a very loud character.
It's gone down. It's gone down. My energy's
I don't ever change that. But yeah, I remember, like, seeing her there, and like the biggest thing I remember from being there is, like, me and her organising this peace meal.
Yeah.
And we came together and
with a group of others.
Yeah, of course, definitely.
Who are amazing.
We wouldn't be able to do that without the group of others, especially Sophie, her dad.
Yeah, my dad, Sophie, who are the youth workers of our youth club, and us coming together, it was so special because we were 15, and we were, like, organising this peace meal for all faiths from different backgrounds to come together and, you know, really learn about one's faith in specific, which was at that time Islam. And we all sat together and organized, you know, sponsors to sponsor this meal. We organized different groups of different communities to come down, and we had that responsibility at a young age to go and do this, which really helped us, you know, be able to have confidence in our abilities to really go in and have a plan of actually uniting people, you know, and having that, you know, you know, at a young age, that your voice matters, I think was great, because it gave us an opportunity to really feel like we're gonna unite different communities. And I think that was what was so special about this peace meal.
Yeah.
But even more so, it was special because the youth club, the organizers, you know, they really felt that us as young people, we have a voice. And I think having that belief in us gave us belief, you know, and instill confidence in us that, oh, we can carry on this message as we grow, you know, as we grow older, and, you know, share that. So that was definitely, I think, our first moment where we connected our soul sisters, because we were there united for a reason. And
and just a little highlighting, I went to this youth group, and I'm not Muslim, but for me, going there, it really showed to me the importance of really being accepting of every religion and every faith. And for me, being there and not seeing myself as any different as the people around me just showed to me that, you know, like, it showed to me that, like, we're all human, and what really connects us right now is we're humans. And, you know, like, for me, I really feel like I got my perception of Islam through my friends, like the beautiful girls around me, and, you know, they really showed me what a beautiful faith it is. And for me, again, you know, someone who is Hindu, like, I am very, very open to her making a difference in all aspects. And I think I was even more happy to have met Sarah in a setting where, you know, I wasn't segregated, I wasn't boxed up in what was normal and what was right for me. It was just, we came together.
It was open.
And we all came together on that sort of purpose of just making that positive difference in the world. So, just...
What is something you're passionate about, Sunita? What's something you're passionate about?
I feel like because I've sort of, like, grown up with struggles and, like, you know, like, as a youth, and, you know, like, being a youth and being a woman, and just so many different areas. Like, I went through struggles in the education system, and one thing that I really realised was missing in the society was really encouraging people and really highlighting to people that peace is a state. Sort of, like, grown up with struggles and, like, you know, like, as a youth, and, you know, like, being a youth and being a woman, and just so many different areas. Like, I went through struggles in the education system, and one thing that I really realised was missing in the society was really encouraging people and really highlighting to people that peace is a state within themselves. And for me, that was, like, pivotal to what's driving me right now and us right now. Well, like, you know, really encouraging people and showing people how powerful they are just in themselves. And you know, you don't see schools, you don't see you know, education systems, you don't see even that is something that's quite new to families to sort of comprehend as well, that, you know, peace is something within yourself. It's you don't have to go externally to find peace. And I just genuinely, it's something that I really want to help people discover as well through this channel and through the avenues. So yeah, that's what I'm passionate about. And just making that difference to the world. So yeah,
we love that. We do. What's something I'm passionate about? I think it's just showing that we're all on this journey and we're okay to be human and to have that collective empathy for one another. I think that's something I'm passionate about, is to show that, you know, like, love is real when you're with, you know, to show love to others that are not, you know, your normal standard, you know, fellow person you're used to, maybe, you know what I mean, like a certain identity, but to really push through love in through different layers of, you know, people who are going through different extremities, or, you know, life, you know, the way that they've gone through what they're dealing in life. I think it's just to really show that, yeah, uniting more through them two emotions, love and empathy. And I think, yeah, the struggle of life, I'm passionate about just, you know, showing that it's okay to be human and we have trials and errors. And then the second thing is charity. Charity is like the main, you know, passion I'm passionate about. But to give back, I think that's one of the best things that we can do. What I feel like we can do is almost standard, you know, fellow person you're used to, maybe, you know what I mean, like a certain identity, but to really push through love in through different layers of, you know, people who are going through different extremities, or, you know, life, you know, the way that they've gone through what they're dealing in life. I think it's just to really show that, yeah, uniting more through them two emotions, love and empathy. And I think, yeah, the struggle of life, I'm passionate about just, you know, showing that it's okay to be human and we have trials and errors. And then the second thing is charity. Charity is like the main, you know, passion I'm passionate about. But to give back, I think that's one of the best things that we can do. What I feel like we can do is as humans. And I'm just excited to see, you know, the different people that we meet, maybe, and, you know, we interview, and how, you know, they people are giving back to the world, and something, and what we can learn from as well, because we're students of life, of everybody, and we're excited to see where this journey takes us. Yeah. I don't know if I rambled, I didn't make sense, but this is how I speak.
This is us. Take it or leave. I'm sorry.
No kidding. Thank you so much for joining us for our get to know us video. We hope you enjoyed it, you subscribe, you like, you comment, you know, what you felt you connected with this video. And we're excited to see you in the next one. Thank you.